Yokoso to Japan's news. As this is the third episode, you should know my name by now and how things go, so we're going to skip the formalities. I'm your host. This is my kanji. It's read as either dono or tono, and it means lord. So we're going to go over some recent Japanese news stories and get some studying in at the same time. Isseki ni chomofo. Overstayers need speed, lawyer says. What? Now what? I thought people were getting kicked out of Japan for drugs, not actually given drugs for breaking the law. So Masako Suzuki from Japan's first law office catering to foreign nationals said, "If you think you have any legal problems, just come visit us." She also added that speed was important to solving problems. Yet another good example of English gone bad. So the first vocab word is doragu. Now this is katakana with those three characters. Doragu. Doragu, which means drugs. Second one is kusuri. This is a kanji character, and you just read the whole thing as kusuri. Kusuri. That means medicine or drugs. The next one is also katakana with the 5 characters, and it is read as risaikuru. 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 And that means recycle. Now, the fourth one is not really Japanese. It's a word that means something that's kind of Japanesey. It's English, which means English. Now, English is a slang term for the inaccurate, poorly translated, nonsensical, or ungrammatical use of the English language. It's often associated with Japanese speakers struggling to pronounce the English o or sounds, leading to words like English instead of English. It's so awesome. I love it.
I like it a lot.
You know how Westerners get tattoos of kanji and don't really do their research and end up getting some that are pretty effed up beyond belief? Yeah, I think maybe that's a good example of the opposite version of English. An ICU computer chip card was proposed by Shinjiro Koizumi to track foreigners because he thinks all foreigners are potential terrorists and criminals. This has big potential for abuse. I mean, it could even turn into an ICUP card. Now that could get interesting. Come on, Koizumi. You'll never live up to your dad's reputation because your dad is a god. And it would appear that this also is not actually news, but is from November of 2005. Come on, the Japan Times, wake the F up and get your act together. Holy jeez. All right, so the vocab section for this article, first one is kami-sama. Now, kami-sama is 2 kanji here, kami-sama, one meaning God and one kind of like a honorific term. So kami-sama equals God. Next one is kami-gami. Now, kami means God, and gami is another kanji, and it means like makes it plural. So kami-gami. And that equals gods. Next one is oshiko. So you've got the hiragana here, oshi, and then chichatsu, which is gives that little, and ko. So oshiko, oshiko. That means pee. The next one is pasokon. This is also katakana. It's for the foreign word personal computer. So paso is pasonaru, so personal, and kon is the first part of computer. So computer. So pasonaru computer. Pasonaru computer. Pasokon. That means computer. Next one is omoshiroi. And so you've got a few kanji here. Omoshiro. Omoshiro. And then i is the hiragana there. So omoshiroi. That means interesting or funny, depending on the context. Next one is omoroi. So in Kansai, you may hear people, instead of saying omoshiroi, they'll also say omoshiroi, but you may hear them also say omoroi, or mecha omoroi wa, or something like that. This dude, what the F is he doing? Now this one actually is news that it is from just this past month. You look at this guy, he's like going through, he lifts his hand up there, shuts the train down, or he stops it with the emergency stop, sticks his head in that little box there, opens the door manually, and he sits there kind of waiting for the right time to get out. Kind of soups up and steps down. I don't know what he's doing, but then he jumps out and starts walking away, and he just kind of sits there and kind of looks around. And what is he? He's crazy. Crazy. So there are some crazy people in Japan. And online, people were wondering if he's got a bomb or something, or if he's got some kind of weird thing. But he was just some dude that, I don't know, wanted to get off at that stop. But here's another video that might shed some perspective at how uncrazy he is. Check this out.
お前テレビ好きだ。考えてよ。大丈夫ですか。大丈夫です。ダメだよ。ダメだよ。俺下ろしてよ。下ろますか。下ろさなきゃダメだよ。貸そうと思ってるから勘弁してよ。見てもけ俺は。お前死刑だお前こっちは。下ろさなきゃダメだよ。
Now, didn't he look completely sane? I'm on the same boat in this one. He looks pretty cool. He's down to earth. All right, let's go to the vocab. All right, so the first word is densha. So densha wa, train, desu. That's kanji, and it says den and sha, train. Next one is teisha. So te means stop, and sha is like car, or it's the second part of train there. And so that means like stop, the train stop, or the train stopped. Next one is oriru. And the first part is kanji, and then the next two characters are hiragana, and it's just conjugating it. So oriru means to get off, to basically get off of something. So here it's getting off of the train. And then you could put it into a sentence. So the next one here, you've got some kanji and some hiragana mixed up. It says densha kara oriru. So densha is train again. Kara means from. Then oriru is to get off. So we get off of the train, or exit from the train. Next one is okashi. So you've got these two kanji here, and the reading here is oka, and then the hiragana is shi. So okashi, okashi. That means weird. This guy is definitely okashi. You could also refer to him as the next one, and that's henjin. So hen, we've seen this in a previous episode. Hen is weird, and jin is a reading for that kanji there, and it's hito, so weird person. That's what that means, is weird person. And the next one is abunai. So that first part is a kanji, and you read it as abu. The next two are hiragana, and that's na and i. So abu nai, abunai. That means dangerous. You could also say abunai hito, dangerous person. So you want to stay away from henjin, you want to stay away from okashi hito, you want to stay away from abunai hito. All right, next article. The Japanese are now breeding rice, or so it would seem from this article. But that, unfortunately, is not the case. In fact, how would that even work? Anyway, rice in the Japans is getting more expensive. So to reduce costs, they've started selling some bags of rice containing 80% of its rice from the US and 20% from the Japans. So they're mixing up the rice here. Seems legit. All right, next, let's go to the vocab. So first vocab word is kome. This is a kanji, and it means rice. So kome wa, rice desu. Next one is gohan. And this has, the prefix here is go, and it's in hiragana. So go, and then han. That also, well, that means food. It means rice or food. So gohan equals rice or food. Next one is yasuku suru. So the first part is a kanji, and the reading is yasu. And then the second part, that first hiragana is ku, which is a conjugation. So yasuku, and then suru means to do. So yasuku means inexpensive, and then suru, so you're making it inexpensive. So that means to reduce costs or to make it cheap or inexpensive. And the last one here is kohai suru. And that is, the first part is kanji, kohai, and then suru. So kohai means to, like mix, and basically it means to breed. So you breed, you make an animal. This has to do with animals. You would use this with animals, but not so much with inanimate objects like rice. But it sounds way cooler this way, so I'm saying we're gonna kohai suru with rice. We're breeding rice. All right, next one. Let's go on to our last article. All right, here it is. Shohei Ohtani won a major league game that was being played in the Japans with a walk-off home run. Man, how cool would that be in front of your fellow countrymen? That must feel really cool for him. And just look at some of these pics here. These are pretty cool. This one looks like he's getting hit with a water balloon. Those who know me know I have some experience with this. Well, I mean with milk/whipped cream balloons. Well, my senior year, I did distribute a ton of water balloons before the talent assembly. But yeah, so I've got some experience with this. Me and Shohei Ohtani have a water balloon connection. And anyway, let's go to the vocab lesson. All right, so the first word is yakyu. And that is 2 kanji. And it's ya and kyu. So yakyu. And that equals baseball. Next one is homerun. And that's katakana. We're seeing a lot of katakana in these ones. But ho and then a little line. You just kind of make that longer. Make that first sound longer. So ho and then mu-la-n. Homerun. And that is home run. Next one is sayonara homerun. So this is all hiragana and then some katakana, the word that we just had. So sayonara, that means bye-bye. And then homerun means home run. So it's a see you later home run. So walk-off home run. When you hit a home run and that ends the game. Sayonara homerun. And the last one here is mizufusen. And that's 3 kanji. Mizu is water. Fusen means balloon, so water balloon. Mizufusen ikoru water balloon. Well, that's all for today's episode. Like this video and subscribe to the freaking channel. Onegaishimasu. Until next time, when we bring you some more henna news from the Japans. Mata ne. Oh man, I don't think my face has enough light on it. I think I need a better light. This light's only like this big. It's like, I need a bigger light.